Hello everyone, I'm Ravneesh Bhola, Director of International Education Center. Today we are here to discuss the prospects of study in Germany, and especially from Germany we have delegates over here, Miss Linda and Miss Senia. Miss Linda, Senia, say hello to India.
Namaste, India.
Namaste, India. Namaste, India. My name is Xenia. I'm a study counselor from Eurasia Institute Berlin. We'll be very happy to see you as our students in Germany.
Namaste, India. My name is Miss Linda Haya from Berlin, Germany. I also work at the Eurasia Institute, and I'm very happy to be here in India and speak about study opportunities in Germany.
So, we are here to discuss the things about study in Germany. How we get the admission over there, what courses we can choose, what are the admission criteria, what are the future prospects, what are the working rights. Like, we will discuss step-by-step procedure so that you may know everything related to study in Germany. And Ms. Linda and Xenia, they will help us to describe this process in much better way. So, firstly, I just want to ask Ms. Linda, like, why Germany? If there are many options for study abroad, like Canada, USA, Australia, New Zealand. So, what is why students choose Germany in specific when it comes to overseas education?
Well, you have to see that Germany has one of the very best education systems in the world. So basically students who go to Germany to study actually get one of the best possible educations. Another reason, which is very interesting for many international students, is that education in Germany is free of charge. So basically in Germany, the government is taking charge of paying the tuition fees for every student. And that doesn't only count for German students, it also counts for international students. So if you get a study visa to study at a German university, you can go there and your bachelor studies or your master studies are entirely for free. Also, the German universities are very modern, and they pay a big attention and a big focus on helping you to increase your practical knowledge as well as your theoretical knowledge. So during your studies, as a student in Germany, you will do a lot of internships, you will do a lot of practical work, you participate in projects, trainings. So once you graduate, you actually have a lot of possibilities to get a job, a well-paid job really quickly. And you have probably already built your connections and your networks during your studies with some companies or the industry in Germany, through your internships, through your projects. You might have written your thesis in cooperation with a local company, and this way once you graduate, you're actually it's quite easy for you to find a really good employment. And the government in Germany, as they have already helped you through your studies, paying your studies, financing your studies, of course they actually want to keep you. So in Germany, international students are not asked to leave after their studies, they're asked to stay, and the government really helps with that. They give you a very long visa to find a job and help you in many regards with your future career in Germany.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing to hear. And what we are concerned about, like in India, a high school graduate is having 12 years of study, and undergraduate student has 15 years of study. But we know if anyone wants to study in Germany, they either completed their 13 year of education or 16 year of education. So how these students are eligible to study in Germany who has done 10 plus 2 in India or a simple 3-year graduation in India? What are how the admission process goes for these sort of students?
Do you want to answer to this question, or should I?
Xenia.
It is very true that educational systems in India and in Germany are different.
Yes.
However, it doesn't mean that Indian students are not eligible. After plus 2, they undergo a 1-year training, additional training in Germany, which enables them to go for their bachelor studies.
So it is sort of foundation program.
That's a foundation program, or Studienkolleg in German, and all students continue the track that they were doing in their +2. So if they were doing pre-engineering, they will be doing engineering subjects. If they were studying pre-medical track, they will be eligible to study medicine.
Medicine track.
Alternatively, some students may not think about going abroad when they're only graduated from the high school, and they can start thinking about it when they're already in the university. And in this situation, it's also quite beneficial for them. If they finish 1 year of university studies in India, then they can go directly for a bachelor program in Germany.
Okay. And one more thing, as in Germany, the first language is German language. But like Indian, we basically know English more. So to qualify for the 100% scholarship for German university, so do Indian students need to prepare for the language courses, like German language courses? So how this process gonna take place? Yeah, Senior.
Yeah, of course, to benefit from all the opportunities in getting wider range of programs to choose from, as well as getting better internships and projects and probably part-time jobs, of course the students have to learn German language. And as it may seem for them quite difficult in the beginning, or just the idea itself of learning another language, however, a lot of students succeed because German is quite similar to both English and Hindi as well. So students normally don't face any difficulties, and if they put their efforts into it, then successfully can finish the language course and complete their studies as well.
So is there any specific English proficiency requirement like IELTS or TOEFL or PTE? Is it mandatory to get admission in Germany? Do students have to do like IELTS proficiency courses or English proficiency courses?
Usually not. So if students go for a German language taught program, they usually don't need to show any proof of English language. Of course, if a student already knows English, then that will help the student because English and German are quite similar. So this basically already enables him to study German faster. And for some degrees, even though they are taught in German language, such as business studies, some universities also require an English language certificate. Not a very high one. So usually the students in India will have it anyways, like an IELTS of like 5.0, 5.5 would usually already be sufficient for, especially as I said, business studies. And I mean, we just covered the programs in German language. There is the possibility to study also in English language, but this is usually at either private universities or a bit more limited in choice. But there is the opportunity, and for these programs, of course, only for these, the students really need to present a TOEFL or an IELTS certificate.
So basically, it's not the requirement. So student can come to Germany without IELTS, without having the English proficiency exam.
Yes, definitely.
And once student, going through his studies, so what are there any like work options, part-time job options for the students? So what about those options?
Well, when the student arrives in the first year of arrival, the student should really concentrate on arriving, settling in, really getting into the language course, focusing on these priorities. But after the first year, yes. So the same rules apply as for German students. They have the same rights. So students can work part-time up to 20 hours per week. And this can also be it's quite flexible. So if students say, well, for some time they're very busy, they really need to focus on their studies, they can't work at all or very limited, maybe just on the weekend, they could just do that. And in other times when they are more free and flexible, have more time, they could work more and even work full time. They should make sure they don't work more than 450 euros per month, their salary. That's important because of taxes and their insurance. But part-time work is totally possible in Germany.
So they can work during their studies, like other countries as well.
Of course they can.
During their studies, 20 hours, and during holidays, they can work full-time.
Yeah, they just need to make sure that across the whole year, it's evenly spread.
Yeah, sure. And what are there is one major concern when it comes to showing the financials when student go to Germany for further studies. I've heard there is one thing of a block account. They need to show a block account. So what is the process, Senior, for the block account? And
right.
how it goes?
Yes. You're right, students are supposed to show some financial stability and financial proof that they can support themselves throughout at least the first year of their studies. Blocked account is an account that's opened in a German bank normally.
Okay.
There's also one possibility to do it in an Indian bank, in a Kotak bank.
Kotak Mahindra Bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes.
And in this case, the student will have to open still a German account by the time they arrive. And the account is necessary because German government wants to make sure that students are financially stable throughout the whole year, of course.
So basically, the German government says like we are giving you the free education, but you have to have your own funds to support yourself. So how much euros they need to put in that block account? So I think the block account concept is the same like in New Zealand, the FTS, or Canada, GIC. So it's the same thing. So how much money a student need to put in that block account? How many euros?
The student needs to put 8,640 euros for 1 year of the living. The blocked account itself means that the student, of course, will not be able to withdraw more than 720 euros per month.
Per month, yeah.
And that's pretty much enough for their living.
So they will evenly get like paid every month in 12 installments. They get the money back. Yeah.
Exactly.
And what are the? Could you name any few technical universities where students can study, like a BTech student, if we say the technical background student, or a +2 non-medical student? So what university options basically they have in Germany? Any famous universities you can guide us?
Well, there are more than 400 universities in Germany. They are spread across the whole country.
Okay.
So students have a lot of choices. Basically, they should base the choice of obviously on like geography also, like which city is appealing to them. Also, which city might be more expensive or more affordable than another city. Regarding universities in Germany, we have different kinds of universities. So especially in the field of technology, which a lot of international students really want to pursue. We have the universities of, we have technical universities. We have universities, but they are usually a bit limited in the choice of technical subjects. So students would rather choose the technical universities. And we have universities of applied sciences. And the difference between these two universities, like the technical universities and the universities of applied sciences, is that the technical universities are usually rather big. They have more students, they focus more on research, on the theory, and their level of support is a bit lower, so students need to be quite independent and well organized.
Yes.
The universities of applied sciences are usually a bit smaller.
Okay.
They have a higher level of support because classes are smaller, teachers are more available for the students. And another advantage of these universities is that they have usually a very close contact or cooperations with the industry already, with companies. So, for example, students are more inclined to go for internships, have this practical experience. So these universities really try to put theory into practice and make their students go out. So basically it really depends on the students what they seek, rather career in academics and research, or career like possibly after graduation really quickly entering the working place and working at a German company, for example. Examples of these universities would be, for example, for the technical universities in Germany, we have the TU9. These are the big, old, like long-standing universities of technology, like Berlin Technical University, Dresden Technical University, Munich Technical University, for example. For the universities of applied sciences, there are also quite a lot of choice. So there's, for example, Brandenburg, we have Jena, there is Wildau, for example, Technical University of Applied Sciences. So students, depending on their grades, of course, have quite a lot of choice.
So they have many choices to choose the university. And when it comes to the students with the medical background, like who have done like senior secondary or high school in the medical field, so what are the opportunities for them, senior?
Of course, medical field is very well represented in Germany as well. A lot of students want to be doctors and they can do that as well, free of cost in Germany. However, the competition will be quite high.
Yes.
There are opportunities to become a doctor, to do nursing studies, What we also recommend to the students who are interested in the medical field but may not be interested in becoming a doctor is to take a look at some medical related fields like biotechnology, molecular biology, bioinformatics. Graduates from such programs are also really in demand in Germany, and they are quite well paid after graduation because a lot of processes that are related to medicine require additional support, whether it's software, whether it's equipment, and Germany nowadays is a leading exporter of medical equipment.
Yes.
So there are many opportunities for students who do not necessarily want to deal with patients, but also want to be related to this field.
And what are the, how many percentage student need to get admission in those universities? Suppose a student is high school pass out. So what is the minimum percentage student needs to get the admission?
So it also depends on the subject and also a little bit whether the student goes for bachelor or master studies.
Yes.
But usually as a rule of thumb, we say that for general degree courses, it is a 65%.
65%.
For medical degrees, it should be 90% and plus.
90%?
Yes.
Plus. Okay. So like 80%, 85% for medical courses we can accept.
What would
We
you
would
say?
highly recommend those students to have always a plan B.
Okay.
Because as we said, medicine is quite a competitive field.
So it's always better to have a high percentage if they are going for the medical studies, but 85-90% they can get the admissions, and for the other background students 65% would suffice the purpose. Okay. And tell me anything which I missed and you can explain in a better way.
I actually have a point.
Yeah.
You mentioned some top ranking universities in Germany, and it's really nice that you mentioned that, because in Germany we don't really believe in ranking as much. Exactly, because most of the universities will be state funded, means they have certain criteria that they need to fulfill from the government as well as from the Ministry of Education. They have to pass through accreditation processes every 3 to 5 years, which means most of state-funded universities will pretty much have the same good quality level of education. However, students always seek for the best university, so what we recommend them is not to go for the best university general, but to see what's best for them. They really need to check what kind of program the university offers, what are the internship opportunities or employment opportunities, and many other factors to make their choice. So the popular name does not really mean the best quality of education.
Sure. So we have learned many things, how this study in Germany process works, how to get admissions, what are the future prospects, what financials you require to study in Germany. So in the nutshell, what we learn is, though education is free in Germany, you will do your undergraduation or post-graduation or doctorate free of cost in Germany. But to qualify for that thing, you must do a foundation course. In the foundation course, you will be learning the German language, because your main course will be in German language. And to survive in a country where the first language is German, it's always beneficial that you must learn the German language. And you have to pay for the foundation year. But after that, everything will be free of cost, whether you do your undergraduation, post-graduation, or the doctorate program. So it's highly recommendable. One must go to Germany and choose German education for the future, and it's a one-time investment which you make to make your whole future much more brighter. And secondly, you will be having the post-study work rights, which is I think 1.5 year. You will get a 1.5 year post-study work rights, and after that, working for 3 years, you can also eligible for the PR, and you can stay in Germany. So these are the main things, basic things which we covered during this session. So thanks everyone. I think we have cleared all the insights related to study in Germany process, and I will thank Miss Linda and Miss Senia for your valuable time, and so you have explained everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
So we look forward to see you in Germany.
Welcome to Germany.